thank you. Well, there's another list out. People magazine is out with their most beautiful issue, and the cover girl is not Jennifer Lopez, but Jennifer Garner. Now, I know, okay, lukewarm reception. I noticed it immediately. People were confused in our Hot Topics morning meeting too, and I had to set them straight because I love Jennifer Garner. You know, I tell you, she's the mom at school who reminds you when you forget things. She's that girl next door. She's that woman who doesn't need a whole bunch of beauty on the outside to make her beautiful. She's a natural beauty, but most importantly, her beauty is on the inside. And here's the thing. Then I became conflicted because in my opinion, and I love People magazine, but you guys have been selling us on outer beauty all these years. You know, not for nothing, people are confused. I understand you, co-host. You know, people want a glitter dress and next to nothing, a lot of skin and bombshell, right? I think this is the first year in the history of People magazine, and I guess it speaks to the times in which we live, all of us. We are all starting to appreciate what's on the inside. And let me tell you about her. She's got a lifestyle branding company where she sells all kinds of natural stuff. I think the prices are pretty reasonable. You know, stuff that like you and I can buy. The moisturizer, she doesn't sell it, she tells us about it. Kind of like what Gwyneth Paltrow does, except the normal people way. She owns an organic food baby company. Wouldn't you buy organic food from her if you had a baby? Yeah, I would. And I've told you that while Jennifer Lopez is friend in my head and friend to the show, this Jennifer right here, Garner, has always been a friend in my head. It kind of took the turn when she got with Ben Affleck, who's been with both Jennifers. When she got with Ben Affleck, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because remember when Affleck was with Lopez, he was glamour boy. Somebody we had never seen before. Many of us fell in love with him during those years. And then he got with Jennifer Garner and all of a sudden he's the random guy who still happens to, if you squint, could be beautiful. But he became really more like the dad next door. Well, you know what, People magazine, I give you a thumbs up for this one. Jennifer Garner, thumbs up to you too. This, everybody, is what you call attainable beauty. Attainable beauty, and I don't mean that as an insult or a read. People magazine will be on newsstands Friday. Inside, I'm sure, is where you see the bombshells. You know, next to naked with the glitter. Well, another really beautiful cover that's going around is Puffy and his children on the cover of Essence magazine. Yep. They thought it was so nice, they did it twice. They're two covers. And inside, it's a very short article. It's done by Dream Hampton, who's a journalist from back in the day, so she's still keeping work. She did the interview with Puffy, so that's friend talking to friend. And Puffy inside, it's short, like I said, he's talking about being a full-time dad since the tragic death of Kim Porter, who was the mother to 2 of his kids, right? Three of his kids. Four of his kids, because the twins and then the 2 boys. Yeah. And there's the dearly departed Kim there with Puffy, but he's talking about what it's like, you know, and he does compare, yes, the massive wealth that he has, but he says these days nothing matters more than being a dad. But you know what? I also think that comes with age. And he's probably bored with being so money. I mean, not bored to the point where he wants to give it all away. But I mean bored, like how long has Puffy been wealthy? As long as we've known the name Puffy. And you know, now he's nicely and maturely grown into that. He still likes to have fun. You can catch him on a yacht, you know, with the Playgirls. But he also says that his main priority is making sure that his kids are well taken care of, emotionally, spiritually, and that's a good thing. Nice covers. It is so, so beautiful outside. I feel so good. You know what I think I'm gonna give you today? Other than give it to you good. No, I think I'm gonna give you one of my almost legendary after shows. So after the show, then go to wendyshow.com and I'll talk to you. Yeah, I will. Anyway, but don't get too used to them. So Destiny's Child, the musical, is coming to Broadway. Okay. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that Kelly and Beyonce and Michelle are behind it. The answer is no, no, and no. So far, I don't even know if they've sanctioned it. It's going to be told from the perspective of Matthew Knowles, Beyonce's father. Oh, well, I think that this would be better than the musical with the girls. Because then the storyline will be written by the girls, and I know the girls are very truthful with us in some ways, but when you write your own story, like these girls, to write their own story, they would water down their own storylines. Like, who is Kelly, really? I'm playing. Old joke. Matthew is not her father. But I think that this is going to be a good one. You wanna know why? I, for one, and I'm nosy, but I, for one, do wanna know how it was when Matthew had his 6-figure job as a career man at Xerox. And he would, in my mind, have to take lunchtime and call in days sick to work the Destiny's Child girls, get them singing, and take time off to make sure that they ran on the track, and take time off to make sure that his girls were positioned at the right places where there were big name people to maybe take them to the next level. I think that a parent like Matthew Knowles and Tina both sacrificed a lot. And I wanna know how that sacrifice affected their marriage, you know, in the early years. I mean, we know now they're divorced and they're both, you know, happy in you know, being divorced and in their own lives. But I found it odd, but I was the only one. I really do wanna know. I wanna see this. I wanna see it up close and personal. I think it will appeal to everyone, unlike, okay, people in the morning meeting were saying, well, Cher the musical wasn't big with everyone. And the Dolly Parton musical, Donna Summer's musical, shut down before its time because it didn't appeal to everyone. And they were saying, well, you would think that those would appeal to everyone. I said, no, they appeal to people of a certain age. Like, nobody turns the radio off when you hear, on the radio, even 18-year-olds. But an 18 or 28-year-old is not buying tickets to Broadway to see Donna Summers, you see. And those of us old enough to buy the tickets are so busy paying mortgage and other bills that we're not really going like that. We have to be really pulled by something really, really special. And because, you know, hearkening back to Jennifer Garner being the cover girl on People magazine, we're all so into being family and spiritual and holistic ourselves these days because the times in which we live. I think that a person my age, correct me if I'm wrong, I would rather spend tickets to go to Broadway to see something that I could also take my son, or if I had a daughter, you know, like a family thing. Not so much a girls' night out. And I do believe that the Matthew Knowles story, first of all, there's gonna be music in it. He owns the rights to a lot of the songs that Destiny's Child has. So you will hear, you know, oh, Matthew, I've been doing hair all day. And I know you were at Xerox. You took another day off, a sick day? Okay, did you get the girls properly dressed? All right, bring them over here and let me finish their hair and I'll start making the clothes. Yeah, Matthew, the bills, bills, and then the song breaks out, bills. I wanna hear dialogue, I wanna hear a story, and I don't mind hearing the music, because normally I don't like musicals, but I think that this is one. It's called Survivor, the Destiny's Child musical. It's gonna premiere in Houston first. Lucky you. I almost feel like taking time off from here and flying down there and seeing it. So they're gonna tweak it and do stuff there. That's where Beyonce and them are from. And then next year, it plans on hitting Broadway. But I almost, I wanna see it in Houston. I gotta make a reason to get to Houston. I wanna see this regardless. I think this is fun for the whole family. Congratulations, Matthew, and good luck. So my opinion about Britney Spears, remember we were talking the other day, it was that story about her being, you know, away. Now, my opinion hasn't changed. Britney recently, do we still have the picture of Britney on Easter Sunday with her now boyfriend? He's been with her for a couple of years. This is them going out someplace. Now, how do you think Britney looks? Yeah. I thought the same. Well, this is them. Like I said, Easter Sunday. I still think that this boy is not a bad young man for her. They've been together for a couple of years. He hasn't been selling stories. I don't think he's with her for the money. I think he's with her because he really does care and adore Britney. And we don't know anything about him. I can't even think of his name. Sam. Oh, that's a nice name. Sam. Anyway, I really do think that, also, I really do think that Britney is in a bad state of mental affairs right now, and I wonder whether she'll ever go back and absolutely perform for you the way you want her to. And I know that people say, free Britney, that's the big campaign, but Britney might not be freeable now or ever. There are people who go away. Right now they're trying to calibrate her medication. So from what I understand with the doctors, not her doctors, but the doctors, they take you off of everything, and then it takes a while to get your body recalibrated. Clap if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, you know? And then, once they get her recalibrated, who's to say that she's gonna be well enough to come out of the facility that she's in right now, because they have her in a facility. They're calling it being locked away. That sounds cruel, but really she's away. She can't do anything without the supervision of anybody. And when she gets recalibrated, how about this? How about, because she's a country girl, she always wanted to be a mom, that's what she says. This performance thing just kind of took off like a lightning bolt, and now, you know, she's, you know, on the stage all the time doing all the shows, and she does that for you because she adores you. But what about what Britney really wants? From the things that I've read about what Britney really wanted in the very beginning, even when she was on the Mickey Mouse Club, her thing was, you know, oh, one day I want to be a mom. Even when she was a little girl, I want to be a mom, and I want to be, you know, married, and I want to live in the country. Well, the most recent part of those are her two sons. The most recent part of this story is that she spoke out yesterday, and she's trying to assure her fans that she's just fine. This is just yesterday. You take a look.
Hi guys, just checking in with all of you who are concerned about me. All is well. My family has been going through a lot of stress and anxiety lately, so I just needed time to deal. But don't worry, I'll be back very soon.
I think that she was probably forced to do this by her family, who I do believe loves her. Her father, you know, still is the executor of her estate, the commandeer over all the money and the things that she does. He's been that way since about 2016. It's been that way. You know, this is a grown woman and a mother, and he's still captain over her thing. I don't believe he's a bad man trying to steal from her. I don't believe the mother is a bad woman or trying to steal from her. I just don't believe, I believe this is a good family and Britney is in a bad way. And they made her say this to make you, her Britney fans, not worry about her. Will we ever see her back on stage? I don't know. If she goes back on stage, is she doing it for you or is she doing it for her? I don't know. Let's move along. All right, I am done with Taylor Swift. Yup. I was a Swiftie. I was down. I like the mean girl Taylor. I like the long-legged Taylor. I like the flat booty Taylor. I hate when she succumbs to the booty thing and then wears the booty pops. I like Taylor Swift, but not anymore. Nope. But I'm a woman and I could change my mind maybe tomorrow. However, here's why I don't like her. So her friend Gigi Hadid had a denim-themed 24th birthday party this week. It was at a restaurant. There's Gigi, the birthday girl. Everybody's supposed to wear what? Denim. That's right. Friend to the show, Ashley Graham, showed up in her denim. Her sister, Gigi's sister, Bella Hadid, showed up with her denim. She is beautiful, right? Haley Steinfeld tried to pull something together in her denim. I don't know what that is. Okay. Even Gigi and Bella's beautiful mother, Yolanda, showed up in her denim. Right? Get down on that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. And here comes Taylor Swift looking like this. Clap if you're with me. My squad at the bureau meeting this morning was really, they were like, Wendy, are you serious? I said, yes, I am serious. I said, this was at a restaurant. She was smart enough to know to go and join, you know, her friend for her 24th birthday and all the other girls there who I'm sure she knew. This girl right here wants attention so bad, and we already knew that. One of the reasons that I like her is because she's so obvious with wanting the attention. But this right here has crossed the line. You are my friend. It's my 24th birthday. It's at a restaurant, and you better not tell me you were just at business meetings all day and that you didn't have time to go home and change. The thing about being of a particular body size is that you can jump into anything. This girl can jump into anything. Yo, she doesn't need a stylist. She doesn't need to go to the store and be measured and have a seamstress take things in. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm saying that in a good way. It must be wonderful to be able to just jump into anything. Here in New York, a 24-hour city, it was in LA, but that's like a 24-hour. Actually, LA closes at 2 for parties, but then house parties start. All right. Point being is that, like, here in New York, you can buy denim anything 24 hours a day. And when you could just jump into it, as a matter of fact, I like the theme of the party. I like themed parties. If you're having a party with over, say, 10 or 15 people, you need to have a theme so that everyone has one thing in common to get along and start talking. You know what I'm saying? And if I were Gigi Hadid, I would have thrown her out of the party. I wouldn't have let her come in. I would have thrown her out, and I would have thrown her out loud so the paparazzi got that part of it too. With me, hand on hip, get out. Get out. That's all. Okay. Did you hear about that winner of the lottery? The winner of last month's $768.4 million Powerball jackpot. He's a kid, he's only 24 years old, like Bella Hadid or Gigi Hadid, 24 years old. Richer than Gigi Hadid, just like this. Look, she's trying to have themed parties and prance on that catwalk. All that guy did was scratch. We know not much about him except enough to find out. He's 24 years old. His name is Manuel Franco. That's a nice name. And he's from Wisconsin. And he has a girlfriend. Well, I'll tell you the rest of that story in a minute. And no, she's not pregnant. He spoke out, and then I'll speak to you. Go ahead.
I simply just can't believe that an ordinary guy like me could ever win the Powerball. It was amazing. My heart started racing, blood pumping. My blood felt warm. I screamed for about 5 or 10 minutes. It's amazing. It feels like a dream, and it feels honestly like any moment I'm going to wake up and I'm just going to be back in my room, you know, my bed, laying, and it's going to be a disappointment, but I can see that you guys are all here and it's not that way.
Oh. He took the lump sum payout, which was $326 million after taxes, so he gets the lump sum. You know how he said he was screaming? Okay, how do you think he screams? Hold on. Do you think he screams like this? Ah! Or do you think he screams like this? Well, he has a girlfriend, for now. He said he bought okay, here's the story. He said he went in the store and bought a few. First of all, he loves playing the lottery. He's been doing this for Years. The girlfriend's been with him for about a year. Yeah. About a year.
Yeah.
So he said that he went in the store and she was in the car and he bought a few tickets. And then, you know, on the way out of the store, he said, hey, with their money, bought a few tickets. And then he said, hey, I got a few extra dollars of my own. Went back in and bought a few more tickets with his money. See. With his money. So he puts his tickets in his pockets. He's got their tickets in his hand. He gets in the car like any other day in Wisconsin. He won't, by the way, say what he does for a living. I don't know what he does for a living, but he quit his job right away. But by knowing his first and last name and that he's from Wisconsin, we can certainly Google him and find out more about him. Anyway, back to the scene of the crime. So he gets in the car, they start scratching, and that's that. And so he puts them down there. He says, hey, let's scratch mine. He scratches theirs, and then there's the match. So the question to you is, should she give her money? Should he give her money? Clap if he should. The girlfriend of 1 year, clap if he shouldn't. Clap if he should leave Wisconsin, consider himself a man of the world, and live his best life without her. You know, not for nothing, this is certainly the kind of story that interests me. Like, I love The Lottery Ruined My Life on TV. The Lottery Changed My Life. I like when they win the lottery and then they go on HGTV and pick a house. I love this. Will this kid be broke in 5 years? They say he's very, very smart. He had a lawyer off to the side. You can't see the lawyer. The lawyer is already right there. The lawyer was probably the one who told him, look, you mention the girlfriend as you win, because he mentioned the story I just told you about the tickets. He mentioned it right here at his press conference. Will that prevent her from suing? I don't know. Will she sue? I don't know. Will he be smart with his money? I don't know. Will the lawyer see a young boy who might be a hayseed? You don't know. He might be like really smart, or he might not be so smart, and the lawyer will get at least 75 million of that 300 and something walk. Well, look, we've got more great show for you today. Up next, from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Teddy Mellencamp is here. So grab a snack and come on